How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the Fight Guy YouTube channel. We're going to be talking about UFC 283. Yes, we know we're a little late.
Very
We
late.
know.
Very
We
late.
know. Let's start off with. Okay,
Shit.
cool. So let's start off with Terrence McKinney. Hey, I don't think we got to release our pre UFC 283 because we had technical difficulties, but we recorded it. I think we both had Terrence McKinney winning, right?
Yeah, but you was way more confident, and
I was very
you saw some.
Terrence and T Rex.
He ain't never lost me no money.
That was false. He lost me once on Drew Dober, but I was very confident in T Rex going against this
That boy
bomb
came in
bomb
there and got
theme dude,
KO'd.
bro. It was bad from the start of the fight. That
he
little
was
dude, bomb theme, his little ass was bouncing
he
around.
was putting it on him.
And let me see,
He hit him with the one drop and dropped him, made him sit down,
bro.
real quick.
He started
I
off
think that was in
tagging
the
him.
first.
First he started off tagging him with the hands.
Yeah.
Bro, his hands was lightning quick. So I'm like, all right, but Terrence gonna catch him with one. Then I seen Terrence start swinging with his head down. I was like, oh
It was
no.
if
Next,
you get it.
after your hands don't work, plan B. He tried to wrestle him. bro said,
Say
whoop.
nope.
Took his hands right off of him. After that, it was all over with. Terrence started ducking his head. Dude caught on to the fact he was ducking his head, hit him with a flying knee, put
Yeah,
T-Rex to sleep.
it was up for my man.
Bro landed 71% of his strikes.
He had the juice that night.
69% of his strikes were significant. He had one takedown to Terrence 0 for 2 takedowns. Yeah, bro. That was his first fight in the UFC. It was a lot of people who made their debut, but that was a great debut. T
Yeah,
Rex is a solid fighter.
yeah, he put it
Hopefully he
on.
heals up and he comes back, but I would definitely be following him for the rest of his career because
Yeah,
he
see what
proved
he
me
do.
wrong. Then we have Cody Stamen. We had him winning. We got that one right.
Yeah,
He won via decision, but he looked sharp. He was quick.
yeah,
I don't think he did much wrestling. Let me see. Nope. 0 takedowns. He shot for 2 takedowns, they said, but he got 0 of them. He landed 108 strikes to his opponent's 85 strikes. He looked crisp. If he can perform like this every night, I think he could make a little bit of noise. I think that's the bantamweight division. Yep.
yeah.
Then we have nope. We're gonna go to the prelims. That was the early prelims. We're gonna go to the prelims. Um, Tiago Moises. We had him winning. He won via decision. I mean, not via. He won via submission in the second round. The dude, his name Costa. That was his first fight in the UFC too. The dude with
Yeah.
the purple hair,
Okay, yeah, I remember him.
bro. He just looked happy, like he's out there smiling and shit. Bro, crack him. He be out there just.
I'll be doing the same thing. It's my first fight in the UFC.
I feel like you gotta be out there trying to win. Like
Yeah,
that
but
nigga was just
I'm
happy
having
to
the
be
time of
there.
my life.
No, bro.
Shit, probably his backstory. He was never supposed to be there.
After getting finished, you get finished a couple more times.
So
You
yeah,
won't
you
be
gotta
there.
take it serious now.
You gotta take it serious from the
We
start.
good.
Dude, Tiago Moises is like no joke though. He's like a tough fight, especially to start off in the UFC. But I just felt like bro wasn't taking it seriously at all. And then Mauricio Shogun Hua, we talked about him. He was fighting a young 27-year-old kid. It was his last fight in UFC.
Yeah.
We said he was gonna lose, which he did. I think everybody seen that coming. He came out. I don't say he came out good. He lost in the first round.
I don't see why the UFC keep putting against these old ass dudes. Like we know it's kind of their last two fights against a young ass like up and coming guy. Like why don't you just put them against somebody older as well? Like I feel like they always just trying to set them up. Like I
Like
kind of feel like it was with Glover too and Jamal,
yeah, Nate and
Nate and Hamshad,
Hamshad,
um,
Tony and everybody
yeah,
recently.
Tony and everybody. Like they just trying to set like trying to kill these dudes. Like put
It's
them
like
against
they
somebody
try
in
to
a
build like it's like they try to build these new dudes off of these old dudes. Feed the
yeah the names.
old lion to or the old wolf to the new hungry wolf.
I don't
I
like
I
that.
feel like it's wrong, but
Definitely. Like you basically like you a 20-year
they
dude trying to fight a senior citizen, bro.
they
Like come on.
accepting them though.
Yeah, I'm gonna accept the fight. I got pride. I'm still old as fuck.
Yeah, bro knocked him out. He did a celebration at the end. I don't think anybody liked after he finished him.
Nah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think that was his debut in the UFC too. So I know he was happy and excited.
It's a tough situation. It's
Yeah,
like it's
but
my debut, bro. But sometimes you gotta pay respect to like a
yeah,
nigga leaving out the UFC. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. I don't know how I
I'm
would have
not
acted.
mad at it because I'm like it is your debut. Like if it wasn't your debut, yeah, but it's like, bro, it's my first time in the octagon with UFC behind my name. Like I'm gonna celebrate, bro.
Yeah, bro had a couple. Yeah, he was good for what's his name, Mauricio. He was good for about 1-2 minutes of that fight, and
Yeah,
then he hit him. Well, he hit dude with a good punch. I thought he was about to finish him. He hit him with like a left hook, and it kind of shook him a little bit.
yeah,
But bro came back and got
yeah.
mad.
It's over with.
All right, that's it for the prelims. Let's go to the main card. So I said Paul Craig was gonna beat Johnny Walker.
Oh, yes, you did.
I made a mistake. I thought Paul Craig was the
Mm-hmm.
other guy. I can't think of his name right now. The dude that just beat Jack Hermanson. I get those two dudes confused.
Made a mistake, y'all.
No, for real, I did. I should have
I,
known better because other dudes in the middleweight division, but Johnny Walker beat the shit out of Paul Craig.
I told you, man. My man trying to he coming up on his redemption tour. You know, he trying to get back to the belt, get a chance to get the belt. You know, but yeah, it was a nice little finish. Got his leg caught. You like, oh, you want to hold my leg? So boop boop boop. It was over with from there.
He did. Paul Craig was scared of him on the feet. He really had. He ain't even had a
Yeah,
chance to find an answer. The fight was over in 2 minutes and 16 seconds. He never had a chance. Let me see. It said Johnny landed 21 punches to Craig's 8 punches.
yeah.
Not much to say about that great performance by Johnny Walker. What do you think about the earthworm again?
He-
When I seen him drop down to his knees, I'm
I
like,
ain't
he
like
not
it
gonna
either.
do it.
He
I'm like,
did it.
he not gonna do it.
He
The
did it.
UFC guys will make him pay.
He did it.
He did it, and he kept doing. Like he did all the way across the
He should
octagon.
have
I was
found
like,
something. He could have just did like this or some shit like that instead of doing a whole ass body worm. Like, bro, you don't like learn your mistakes, bro. Like, don't do it again. You got weak shoulders, dog. Like, don't be doing that, bro.
let's see. Next, we have the women flyweight division. We have Lauren Murphy, who I think was on an 8 fight winning streak, versus Jessica Andrade. I hate to keep saying we said this because we didn't release the pre-fight,
We
but
said this stuff.
we said this. I
We
think
said this.
everybody knew this. Jessica Andrade. I didn't think it was gonna be this dominant. I had her winning easily, but like she beat the hell out of
Yeah,
Lauren
she
Murphy.
was.
I actually think the fight should have been stopped and like it should either been fight stopped going into the third round or at the end of the second round. But they should not have
She
let that
was
fight
fucking
finish.
her ass
DC
up.
was yelling it. Paul Felder was yelling it. Stop the fight! Stop the fight,
Comboing her shit. Two
bro.
piece in a biscuit.
2, 3,
On
4,
some pow
bro.
pow.
I knew she was in the zone and she wasn't scared of the girl at all when she threw the right hand followed by the spinning back fist followed by the left head kick. I was like, oh, she testing out new
She's testing
combos.
out the combo
She thought she was in
mid
Mortal
fight.
Kombat. Um,
She said up, down, right, left,
bro,
down, down. A
let's
finisher.
look at these statistics, bro. She had broke her personal best, I think, in the first round, but she hit
Yeah.
her 237
Damn.
times. She threw 375 strikes, hit her 237 to 103. Out of those, okay, out of the 237 strikes she threw, 231 of them was significant. So only two.
We could say at
Oh,
the least it was a one-sided fight.
oh
At the
man, it was
least.
very one sided. Lauren Murphy shot for 15 takedowns and got 0 out of 15.
Yeah, I felt like it, like that. Another fight we'll talk about a little later on. It definitely should have been stopped like that. In the main event, I feel like those should have been stopped early
Yeah,
on.
she I don't know. What do you think? You think her coaches should have stopped her? Or is it up to the coach to stop it, or is it up to the ref to stop it? Like
Both.
so.
Y'all should know when this fighter has had enough. Both of y'all, the head coach and the ref.
But who are you more? Who are you more mad at? Like who's to blame? I got it. I think
I'm
who?
gonna go to ref
Okay, I was thinking the ref too because this is
because that's your main
yeah,
job.
that's his
Like,
job to
it's to
protect.
protect the
The
fighters.
coach's job is to help the fighter win the fight
Yeah,
and do everything they can to help him win the fight.
yeah.
So giving up on him is not in their best interest for their job, but the ref, it's your job to protect the fighter. And
I
after
definitely,
2 rounds of straight dominance in a 3 round fight, she had no chance of winning it. Her head was swollen like a potato, and it was just like,
yeah, I just he definitely should have stopped
bro,
that
she looked
fight.
like Joanna when she fought
Yeah,
Weili Zhang. It wasn't as bad, but her head,
Yarno was fighting back though in that fight,
yeah,
so
that one shouldn't have been stopped. But like
yeah,
her head was massive. You think
she
Jessica need a title fight, or she been putting on a clinic recently?
um, hmm,
She said she going back down to 115. She want to run it back with Weili Zhang.
yeah, if she running it back with Wei Lee, yeah,
Weili 1-0 right now against her.
yeah, I'll
First
say
round
that,
finish.
yeah, but not um Valentina on
Yeah,
there,
Valentina put it on her. Well, I
yeah,
don't need to
no,
see that again. I like to see her versus Weili one more time. Next we have Gilbert Dardino
El
El
Nino
Nino Burns
put it on, boy, put him in a submission.
versus Neil Magny in the welterweight division. This fight was over in 4 minutes and 15 seconds. He said he was going to. He said it was going to take him less than 10 minutes. It took
Yeah,
him less than five.
very, very one way. I guess really not much. I feel like Magnus had like the advantage of like the reach and everything, like way bigger fighter than El Nino.
We
But
okay. We're gonna say it one more time. We
we,
had
we
Gilbert
did
winning.
call it. Yeah, we did call this.
I'm sorry. We next time we're gonna make sure we get the pre-fight out beforehand. But
Yeah,
I think we all knew this because Gilbert was ranked like number 3, number 4 going against Neil Magny, who's like
isn't like 12,
11, 12.
something like that.
So
Yeah,
it's a huge mismatch. Gilbert has, I wouldn't say he has more experience. I think Neil Magny has the most wins in that division history, but Gilbert has higher ranked competition. You know what I mean?
yeah,
He has
more comp.
Hamshad, he has fucking Kamar
Usman,
Usman. Who else has he
Wonder
fought?
Boy.
Wonder Boy. He fought somebody else that
Um,
was tough. He's been fighting killers.
yeah.
Neil Magny, he's been fighting decent fighters. Like
What do you think about his call out with Kobe?
I think he's a terrible matchup for Kobe.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I feel like he dominates Kobe. To be honest,
I ain't gonna say dominant because Usman couldn't dominate him, so I don't think Burns is gonna dominate him. I think
I
he
don't know.
wins.
I feel like Burns would dominate
I
Kobe.
think he wins. He either wins via decision or TKO. But
I
I'm gonna
feel
go with
like he'll
decision
win by
because
decision, but it'd be like a dominant decision
I think
performance.
it's
Like he
three
wins all
two.
five.
I think it's 3-2.
Maybe he might. Kobe might win too. If it's, I'm just saying like if it's a 5 round main event fight,
I would say
I'll
three
say he'll
two.
win like three or
Gilbert got
four.
heavy hands, so I can see him knocking Kobe out. Because I think Gilbert hits harder than Masvidal. Masvidal dropped Kobe. Usman dropped Kobe. So I
Yeah,
think Gilbert finishes Kobe. But if Kobe can survive getting finished, I think he loses a decision and still
yeah,
talks his shit. Like the judges cheated me, blah, blah, blah.
yeah.
But I think, what do you think about these fights like this? Like, I think Gilbert was a 2-1 favorite. So he was supposed to win this fight, right? He went out there, got him an easy check.
It's really
But like,
kind of pointless to me. Like it's easy. It's an easy check, but it's like, what is it doing to get you closer to your title fight against? I'm like your
you
last
don't think
fight
this
before
count?
that. No, because I'm like your last fight before that was Wonder Boy,
No,
wasn't it?
it was Hamshot a year ago.
I thought he fought Wonder Boy at the Hump Shot.
Mm-mm,
Swear he did.
mm-mm. That was his first fight in a year.
Okay, probably. But I'm like, how you go from Wonder Boy to Hump Shot to 12? Like,
He
just
said nobody. He said Kobe won't fight anybody. He already just fought Hamshot.
uh,
He said Bilal Muhammad was ducking him. I don't know. Maybe we'll see.
I mean that. Nah, I mean now they talking about like they trying to. Well, they was talking that on Twitter like, yeah, I'm open to fight anybody, and but I was like, I am too open to fight anybody.
You know that's how it be when somebody
Yeah,
get done fighting. You know he ain't about to cut weight again that quick.
yeah, true.
But I don't know. I think it was
I
a
don't know. I just
quick
feel
little
like the
pickup.
UFC should do more. Like it's not. I don't think it's on Gilbert. Cause I'm like, ain't nobody else to fight. So I'm like, I need to get paid. I need a fight. I'm gonna just train for a long period of time. I feel like it's up to the UFC to able to schedule and coordinate like certain fighters' fights like at certain times so they can have potential fights like planned fights for next time or later on down the line. Like
Yeah,
scheduling better. I feel like,
it definitely ain't on Gilbert. Gilbert's job is to get paid the
especially
most money for the easiest
yeah,
fights.
not for
That's
everybody, but I say for like the top 10, top five guys or the top five guys. I'll say in the division, like you should have a plan for them. Like like if they win plan or if they lose plan. Just have like multiple options for them to fight. So like it's always a guy I feel like for them to fight next, not just like, oh yeah, everybody just fought and I can't fight nobody. I'm ready to go. I just feel
Yeah,
like they should just plan
it's a
that out
couple
better.
people in that situation right now,
Yeah.
but I think the UFC will figure it out. Next, we have the flyweight championship, the quadrilogy. I'm tired of
Oh
seeing these
man.
dudes fight.
Didn't care about this fight at
We
all.
had Davison Figueiredo versus Brandon Moreno for the fourth time. For the fourth time.
Yeah.
The fight was finished in the third round. I think it was a doctor stoppage, wasn't it? Yeah, it was a doctor
Yeah.
stoppage.
Legal punch, thumb to the eye.
Moreno just looked like he was a lot faster. He was locked
Yeah,
in.
I kind of had Moreno winning in after the first.
I had figure I was wrong on this one. I picked Figueiredo to win it on the
I
last
did
video.
pick Figueroa to win though, but after watching the first round, I'm like Moreno's gonna kind of win this. He just
I
more
had that
explosive.
feeling, but I feel like with Figueiredo's always that chance he throw that one punch and catch him.
Yeah,
But
but Moreno
after
just
the
looked
second
more
round,
explosive, like ready to go. Like Moreno didn't even look like that ready to go to me. Like he didn't seem as fast or like he was much slower than
I
Moreno.
feel like that weight cut be taking a lot out of him. They say he cuts 18 pounds. Well, he cuts
Yeah,
more than that, but like
it
he weighed
definitely
in
is.
at 125, and then on fight night he was like 143. He was shredded like shit though,
No,
bro.
yeah, he was shredded. He was ready to
Bro, he
go.
was.
But then when he came down, he was slow. When the time to step in that tank, he was slow.
And then that punch hitting right in the eye, and it swelled up instantly, like
Yeah,
instantly shut.
yeah, it was.
How you think he's also? So Moreno's the champion right now. They don't really know who he's gonna fight yet, but Davison announced he's leaving the flyweight division to go up to bantamweight. How you think that goes for him?
I don't like it. I feel like it's too small.
You think he's too small? He walk around at 143 plus, so
I don't know. I gotta see him. I just feel like he's too small for that division. I'm just trying. I'm just imagining him going against like Peter Yan.
I think he's bigger than Henry Cejudo though, right?
Like height or
Like
just
both,
bigger.
like just both in general.
I feel like Henry bigger than
Like
him.
not like I
Like,
feel like
no, I don't know about height, but I feel like Henry bigger than him.
thicker. I
Yeah,
feel like once he stopped, I feel like he was always kind of kept himself under control because he knew he had to make that weight cut. But now he know he don't got to make the weight cut. I feel like he gonna fill out some more. Like
that's what I gotta see. Cause I'm like, I don't like just. I'm just trying to imagine you going against Aljamain, O'Malley, Yan.
Aljamain is a big bantamweight.
That's what I'm saying. I don't
I
think he's
think
gonna stay there for too long
Matt.
either.
He
But
said this. He said if he wins this, he might defend against Sugar, and then he's leaving. But I can see him doing good against like, well, not I can, what's I can't pronounce Aljamain's friend name, the Georgian. I
I
can't see
forgot.
him winning that fight because the Georgian gonna wrestle him to death. But I think like he matches up with him like size wise.
Yeah,
Like
I don't know. I don't like the move up to be honest. I mean, for him, like personally, yeah, because I'm like, you don't got to keep killing yourself over this weight. And I can see like your real potential at some good sizes, but I just feel like it's a lot of bad matchups in that division for him.
we'll see. I'm interested to see. And he kind of older. I think he's 35.
Yeah, I feel like kind of a lot of like
Well, we'll
too
see.
late.
I'm interested. And lastly, we have the main event, light heavyweight championship. Glover Teixeira takes on Jamal Hill. What you
I
want?
feel like the coach should have definitely stopped this fight. Like in third, fourth, they said that he was, but he was outvoted not to stop it. I saw that on Twitter. Like by the rest of the group,
Oh
he
yeah, the
was
one dude. He
outvoted.
wasn't the main. He wasn't the head coach.
Okay,
Yeah. I'm okay with it. Like I don't think it need to be stopped.
I'm a
Only reason I'm gonna tell you why. Glover, fucking 42 years old.
yeah,
He knew this was his last fight, win or lose. Well, if he won, he said he's gonna fight Yuri, but he knew this was his last fight. This was his last fight,
bro.
and
Even if it's your last fight, don't go up there. Just keep going.
I feel like he showed
I
heart. Like he
yeah,
got
the
beat up,
heart, but it's like
and it was dominant, but it wasn't the same as the Jessica versus Murphy.
it wasn't. It was like Glover was still
Yeah,
there
Glover was
hanging.
showing he was hitting him with good stuff.
He was coming, trying to come back at him. But
Like let's look at this,
it just wasn't it. Like he ain't had a timing or anything like that. That left head kick Hill, man,
bro. He hit him with it 3 times. He started
bro.
spamming it.
You start
He started
spamming the
spamming the
fuck
head
out of that
kicks.
shit. I'm like, bro.
Man, bro, he kept
He
hitting.
was tearing his ass up with that shit.
Bro, let's see. Jamal Hill threw 419 strikes. He landed 248, which is 59%. That's a pretty high clip. Jamal showed up in good shape, especially to take
Yeah,
this fight
yeah.
on short notice. Like, he normally got a dad bod.
I mean, he wasn't really short notice. He was still like training to fight Anthony Smith, so
You right. You
he
right.
was still like in camp.
Yeah, you right about that. Take that back. He was in
Yeah.
good shape, though. I think he was in like the best shape I ever
No,
seen him
yeah,
in.
he definitely
His
still got
cardio
a
looked
bad bod
amazing.
though.
Cause like,
No, yeah, his cardio was
cause he
amazing.
went 5. I think